Hey guys, this is Cooking with Michael. Stupid name, I know. Let's do this. So today we are going to be making mac and cheese little tiny pizza bites, I believe. I don't know. Either way, we're going to be using this mac and cheese. I heard it's pretty good. I've never had it before. And I'd use other mac and cheese, but we ran out, which I don't know how. So today we're going to be making this, and then we're going to be putting it in a tortilla shell, and you guys are going to be able to write down the recipe, which I will also put in the description below. But what you guys can do is you guys can copy it down so that you can take my idea, but please don't take it as your own, because it's my idea, and if you guys take it, that's kind of copyright, and you don't want to have to do that. So you can take the idea, but you have to always put credit to me, credit to Cooking with Michael or the chef Michael, something. I'll figure it out later. So we're going to be making this. I have a pot with, I don't even know how much water in. I put it on high for 10 seconds and just waited. I have milk out. That's Smart Milk or something? I don't know. Not sponsored. None of this is sponsored, unfortunately. None of this is sponsored. And then we have, I can't believe it's not butter. Again, not sponsored. Because you all know you have to have butter to make mac and cheese. You don't need, okay, so here's a quick cooking tech tip. Turns out you don't need milk for making mac and cheese. You just add, say you just have this. Add this entire container, okay. Mine's half empty. You can't really see it, but mine is half empty. So what you can do is you can take, I guess, most of this container. You can put it in the mac and cheese, and what it'll do is it's also a substitute for the milk, seeing as butter is still made out of milk, mostly. Partially, I don't know. Part of it, butter is made out of milk. And so, what it does is it just adds the extra milk that is supposed to be in there, and it makes it delicious. Because my dad, who's not here and will probably, hopefully, not be in a video for any time soon, because he's not like any of this. Also, I'm noticing that the camera quality is, if you're an adult, just go. But if you're an adult that likes kids cussing or doesn't mind kids cussing, then just stay. But I don't know if you notice, the lighting and the camera quality is all shit. It is. Not gonna lie, it is. You can tell, hopefully, probably, I don't know, I can tell. But let's get into this video, because I gotta do this. Okay, let's do this. So, I've always turned it up to about 6. So, as you can see, it's at 6. So just set that right down there. Okay. So I've always set it to 6. And once in a while, I will turn it up to the middle of 8 or 8 to make it go a little quicker. This would usually take 7 to 8 minutes, but for me, sorry, itch. But for me, it usually is quicker, or it usually is longer if I do something wrong. You guys are probably masters at making mac and cheese, which is good, but yeah. I'm not, obviously. But let's get into this. So I have to wait till that's boiling, but I always open the box first. Always be prepared. That's another tech tip. My mom always told me, always have all your supplies ready. And also, I can't open a goddamn mac and cheese box, but my mom always says, have all your supplies ready so that when it's time, you can just easily dump it in or start mixing, etc. Damn, knife is stuck there. Oh, no. Yes. Oh, it's dirty now. Where's the fork? I don't know. So as you can see, I'm 14. That's obvious. No, probably most of my subscribers would just be my friends, my family, if they don't mind. I don't know. If you don't mind cussing, then you can keep watching. If you do mind cussing, then you can keep watching if you want. But no reporting me. I mean, come on. That's being mean. Anyways, so here's our cheese. I've always screwed up on when it's got the little packet things. I know that sound is just weird. It's weird. I mean, you've all probably done this. But anyways, so we got the water boiling. Not necessarily warm yet, but it's getting there. It's a little warmer than cold. So usually when I make mac and cheese, I'd always add extra cheese. But unfortunately, my mom and I, this is both my mom and I, both forgot to buy extra cheese when we were at both Costco and when we were shopping on Amazon. Simple mistakes, people make them. So I'll just be using this, but I might be using another packet. Maybe if my dad's secret stash still has one. Which it doesn't, so we will not. Look at his beanie weenie. That's cool. Anyways, so you didn't see that, did you? Alright. So the water's boiling, and what I always like to do is I always like to watch YouTube. By the way, this is on YouTube. Subscribe, by the way. Click the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and like the video. And also, most YouTubers don't say this, but also, my teeth are cold. Also, share this account, share my YouTube channel to your friends and family. You know, share them to whoever you can. Come on, guys. If you want to see a live stream, which I was originally trying to do today, but YouTube says that I have to have over 1,000 followers, or 1,000 YouTubers, or subscribers. So you guys, your guys' goal for the next few videos is to get me up to 1,000 subscribers, so I can do my first live stream first. If you guys do that, well then you're freaking heroes. Okay? So, subscribe, hit the post notifications, hit it hard, and then hit the like button, and share this video to your friends and family. Share it to anyone you can get to. Share it to a random person you walk by on the street. Okay? Tell someone by their car, sneak up to their window. Don't actually do this though, but sneak up to their window, knock on their window nicely, be nice about it, and tell them to subscribe to Cooking with Michael. That's what I'm going to call this. I have officially titled it. But tell them to subscribe. Because I want to do my first live stream. I really do. Okay? So, it's starting to simmer. There's bubbles at the bottom. You know, I always didn't get that. Never got that. But I am going to start heating up the oven to 300. Because the tortilla needs to be a little bit hardened so that it can actually stay. And the tortilla is right here. As you probably can't see, I've made it into a bowl. I'll be eating this for lunch. By the way, I don't even know what time it is. It's probably a little after 8, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. But it's very early in the morning. I can't lie about that. It's very early. Very, very early. So, making this, waiting for that to go so that I can do that. I gotta get a pan, though. Hold on. This work? No. I mean, it'd work, but can't use a plate. I mean, common sense on that. we go. This thing hasn't been used in years, so I'm going to quickly wash this. Water's now starting to boil. Give it a couple minutes, though. Take this off real quick. By the way, you might be seeing this jacket a lot. If you're from school, if you're from Loganview, you know that jacket. It's my everyday jacket. It's the jacket I've worn since last year, probably in January. Let's quickly wash this. I'm gonna scrub it, but I gotta check on the water. It's not fully done. So it is simmering, though. I think that's what it's called. It is doing that. Yeah. So it's starting to simmer. It's starting to bubble. But it's not... Oh, knuckles. I'll have to clean that up later. But it's not, like, fully ready. So I'm going to start doing this. Where's the scrub at? Oh, okay, I got new scrubs. Okay, now it's starting to boil. Perfect time. No one told me that this was in there. I mean, it's probably common sense. It's the herbs, but... Okay, leave that out. Always leave the box out if you forget a step, which you shouldn't, but if you do. Yeah, I'm going to start doing this. Probably mix that. But I can quickly do this. And I always get, for when you're supposed to be mixing this, which I should be, but as you can see, I was washing this. What I always do is I always, and then I shouldn't be holding this while doing this, but I always mix it up. And what I usually use, I don't use a spatula like what I'm using. I use this thing, and I don't remember the name, but I use this. It gets the noodles to get water quicker, and when you're mixing, it lets the water pass through meat, so that the water still turns, but it's weird. But I've always used that, but today I'm not. Oh. I stepped on another noodle. Great. Oh, there's paper towels. As you can clearly tell, even though I said I was, I am not prepared. Ooh, it's starting to turn white. Which we don't want the water to start foaming. Okay, now leave that. So I'm actually going to change the name. So I know I said cooking with Michael, but I'm changing it. It's making dishes with Michael. So yeah. There we go. That's ready. Oven's at 210, so we can just let this sit. Put this on. Perfect. Okay, so start mixing. Always mix it, guys. Always mix it. I will write my recipe down in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, turn on post notifications, and hit the like button. And share. Share this with all your friends, your family, and random people you don't know. Go follow Mr. Beast and sub to PewDiePie. I know you already saw that. Okay, time to test a noodle. No noodles want to leave. Okay, still a little hard. I'm sorry, I'm a dirty-minded chef. I mean, I'm a teenager, so honestly, what do you expect? Here. There we go. Oh, it's just the back of it. I thought we had mice again. That'd be awesome. It would not be awesome if we had mice. Don't bring mice. Now, at one point, here's a goal. If I get 10,000 subscribers, I will invite some of my friends over and let them decide what they want to cook. They will get 3 options. 3 options only. It'll either be what I'm making now, my first dish, or just normal mac and cheese with anything they want to add. And I mean anything, but they have to eat it. I'm not going to eat it. Or nachos, but however they want. Like, they make anything they want as long as they can find the ingredients. If they can't, then they have to decide something different. I think this is almost ready. It's starting to try and foam, which is why my dad taught me this. Always lift up. When it is starting to foam, always lift up. No matter what, because then the heat escapes and it goes down or it just leaves. Goes anywhere else. Just leaves. Okay. How has this thing already been 17 minutes? Jeez. But anyways, and go away, Spock. He responded. But so mac and cheese noodles are almost ready. I think they are ready, actually. Hold on. Always squeeze it. Okay, now, once it starts to foam a little, once it gets to 2 times the foaming, what you do is you turn it to medium. Oh, oven's almost ready. It's going to be annoying. Always turn it to medium, because then it won't want to foam over as bad. Time to try one. It's hotter than hell. So I'm not going to try one. Okay, the oven is ready. That's pretty much ready to... Oh, frick knuckles. I'm going to stop cussing. But also always do this. Always check the goddamn thing. That was starting to burn the thing. Oh, come on, that's in there too? Oh, whatever. Okay, time to insert this into the oven. Shell pieces in me. Okay, timer for, I hope that's minutes. That should be minutes. But timer for 5 minutes. Okay, I guess. Okay, 5 minutes, starting now. Hopefully that doesn't set fire. I always put the oven light on so that you can check. Always do that. I think this is ready. It is, good, okay. So my mom usually turns it to like there. Always turns it to like a little before it ends, but not too much before it ends. Like in the middle of medium and like start. So around 4, I guess, would be my guess. I don't know. Just a 14-year-old. Anyways, so get a strainer. You get your pot. Pour it in. And I know you guys can't see this. I know you can't see this, but there. Okay. Leave that there. Gonna take this. I'm gonna put you guys back. Good? Good. Okay. Put it back in the pot. And so now, I always put it right here. I always put it on the one that's never hot. And then just put it on the box. Okay, you good enough? Okay. Add the milk. Got the fresh milk. Just open this actually. Put barely any. Although now I think I put too much. Okay, grab your spatula, or in my case, this red thing that I call a spatula. Take the big scoop. A little bit too much, but... Okay, now put it back on the thing. Put it back on the one it's on. Put back on the burner that's hot, that's on. Although this is common sense. This is common sense, but, you know. Okay. That is not anything bad, that's just spilled either salt or sugar or something, I don't know. So always mix it. Until you can't see the butter anymore. Yeah, it gets boring. Making mac and cheese can get boring, which is why I always have YouTube on. But in this case, I can't, obviously. And I probably have the TV on. TV's over there. Over there. But I'm not going to today. I wish I had, like, a cameraman. Okay, now the butter's all gone. But the milk is still there. That's what the cheese is for. I believe. I don't know. Okay, we got the deluxe cheese. Now, what to cut it with? A knife or a pair of scissors. Always get a pair of scissors though, but in my case, I'm lazy. And I'm going to use a knife. People say common sense. And most don't realize I don't have any. It's open. So I'm just going to take that out. And pour it in. Ew, that's so weird. I usually say cheese is delicious, and it usually is. But in this case, this does not look delicious at all. I do not like this. This does not look good. So, a lot of people are going to realize, or question, which most won't, why I did that. Oh, shit, Zoo. That is strong. God, that, oh. Nothing. My leg was hurting. Oh, ew. I shouldn't have done that. And then start mixing it in. And once the cheese is all mixed in, you put the, in this case, since it came with the herbs, which is still damp, since it came with the herbs, you always add that in last. But once the mac and cheese has the cheese mixed in with like almost every noodle. It doesn't have to be every noodle, but try. I'm not going to put the recipe in the description below, but I mean, you guys, you can listen to me, you can hear me, so oh, bye-bye, noodle. Okay, now, the mac and cheese. Now, is mac and cheese. But, doesn't look like it because it doesn't